try my best, Lemme, to just manage the direction of the conversation. Make sure we're on track. I'm gonna try. Got the show notes up right now. I'm really bad about it because I get distracted.
We all are.
I don't either.
I imagine.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I will try. I was actually thinking about leaving Twitch and start YouTube. So if I can let it go, that's not
Well, let me know if you ever want to start a podcast up.
Well,
I'll be happy to help you with that.
if I move to YouTube, I would like to be more around the podcasting.
It's been fun. I've just been so busy. I've made myself busy. Crazy.
Dumb question, but you guys had the show on the TV while I'm listening, right? Like I'm supposed to be on Twitch with you guys as I'm listening to you talk, right? Okay, 'cause I keep hearing echoes, so I was just making sure.
What I do with YouTube is that I mute Twitch.
You mute Twitch?
Yeah. I'm glad we never spoke about it, but that's what it did.
How do I mute?
Yes, Lip, thank you.
What's up, everybody? Bad Gamer popping back in. And we're trying all kinds of things today. I didn't give them a countdown. I didn't let them know when we were starting. I didn't pay attention to the countdown. It's crazy sauce. Let me unmute my friends here. As you can see, it's kind of a new background, or the old background that's back. I'm sorry. Shall we do a proper Gametography introduction? What's up, everybody? Bad Gamer Elite popping back in. It's time for Gametography, the show where we take games and photography and we smush them together like a cell phone and Streamlabs OBS and a new guest and two older hosts, and put it together and something shows up. And it happens. As I said, I'm Bad Gamer Elite, guys, and I am joined by three absolutely lovely, wonderful people today. First off, you know her, you love her. God darn it, I don't think we'd be around without her. Hey, it is Miss Lady Snipeshot. What's up, sis?
What up, everybody? Thanks for the intro.
Hey, hold on. We got a couple follows coming in here too. We got FedEx Art. There you go. Made it on time. Godric Snow is here. Okay, I'm gonna get back to you, chat. I promise. But once again, that man whose accent makes all the girls drool. They're like, who is that boy? I gotta know who he is. Well, ladies, that's Dot Pone, and he's taken. So back off. What's up, Dot Pone?
What's up, Lem? I love your introductions.
And I
so
don't know,
flattering.
I don't know if you guys heard it. Did you hear it? That the fantastic sounds, that wonderful voice, the guy who easily could have voiced Deacon. I mean, if you hear that voice, Deacon from Days Gone, probably would have done a better job. you know him from Twitter, Premier Days Gone Gametographer. It's Viking Dad. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? That was too kind. Thank you for having me on.
Oh man, guys, it is time for Gametography. I love it. So hold on, DP Dwarf is here. What up, sis? How you doing? Gavin Finity is here. You know what? Fennyzark? I'm gonna call you Fen. What up, Fen? How you doing? Just follow. Godric Snow is here. I can't believe it. Godric Snow made it on time. Ed freaking Placencia. What up, buddy? Oh, yes. That's guys, just so you know. Ed freaking Placencia. I love this guy. I want you to know it. Ed, if you didn't know it already, I love you. Oh, and my fourth child is here. Not by blood, not even by legal adoption, but by Twitch adoption, is Queen Aphrodite. Hey, kiddo. Twitch adoption. Yes. All right. And Will Thrifty. Everybody's just popping on in. Well, thank you guys for being here. Let's do this. Because you guys know we have to do our weekly recap. We got to know what's going on with everybody. And here's the beauty of doing this today. I can do whatever work I need to get done at whatever time. I don't know if you guys have a lot going on, but I'm not going anywhere. So
I should clean my house at some point today.
At some point. At some point. So
Same.
wait a second. Guys, I'm a little freaked out because a ghost just walked through the wall, and now I'm analyzing him. One could say I'm focusing on him. Ghost focus. What's up, Ollie, in the chat? And
Whoa.
Seraph is here.
Whoa.
What? There's a positive side to what's going on in the world right now. You're all here. All right, so weekly recaps. And as you know, ladies first, and since it's in your name and your gender, Rach, go ahead.
Okay. So the only games that I've really been playing this week, I've played a little bit of Warframe. I haven't done a lot of virtual photography, and I'm so sorry, guys.
Wait,
I have
what
been
game?
away for a while. I've been playing Warframe, obviously.
I've heard of this.
But only a little bit, because I've spent a lot of time for when I have been gaming in Overwatch.
I'm so proud of you.
So, yeah, that's what I've been playing, and I've also just been spending this week podcasting and
Yeah.
storytelling. This whole week and a half. I haven't left my house since last week.
Oh wow.
I haven't been off of my property since last week.
You've left the house because I remember you taking down trees.
No, that was in my backyard. Yeah, I've actually left the actual house to go to my yard because we dropped a couple trees in our yard that needed to be taken down.
Mm.
That was interesting because I've never been there when a tree has fallen. I didn't know they fell until. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I didn't know they made a sound. That's the joke that I was trying to say.
But did it really did it really make a sound, or was it just
It
because
did.
you were there?
It did. It was like a big crack and a thump, for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week. Just yeah, yep.
Nice. All right. Uh, Viking Dad, do you mind if we call you Kevin?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. All right. Kevin, would you like to go first, or would you like Dot Pone to go?
Give the dot.
All right. See, guest choice.
My week has been pretty boring. Uh, I finished the Warlands video on the Switch. I started Controls DLC. More on that in a second. And I've been working from home, so that's pretty much my week.
All right.
Playing games and working.
All right. Well, Kevin, what you been up to? What you been playing? What you been doing?
Well, I've been home for about the past almost 2 weeks now. Barely left my property as well. Um, I have three little kids, so I'm constantly busy at home.
Oh
But
boy.
once they all go to sleep, that's when I turn on the old good days gone.
Yeah.
And I do play other games. I really do.
You do?
Lies and
Does
deception.
does Ben Studio know that?
They do. Jeff Ross called me out on it one day when I platinum Concrete Genie. He felt betrayed. But yeah, lately I've just been in a weird mood with games, and I just haven't really been getting into anything besides, my usual days gone. I've just been enjoying taking photos and keep on playing with it, and yeah, that's about it.
Nice. Oh man. Oh, look at you guys all chatting it up in the chat. I love it. I love to see that. That accent is amazing, says Queen Aphrodite. And I'm sure that you're talking about Dot Pone. I'm pretty sure, because the rest of us, you hear our accents all the time. All right. Oh, man. Oh, so they're talking about who games and who doesn't in the household. Ghost Focus, my other half doesn't game, has always loved Assassin's Creed, has been playing on my Switch. He brought one yesterday. Yes! Yes! Wins, Ollie! Yes! Wins! BG Surf. BG, I'm gonna need you to stop talking so we can chat in peace over here. Oh man. All right. So let's see. Oh, I guess we should talk about my week. I've had a very interesting week. Last week, it wasn't this Monday, but later in the week, last week, my CEO said, you need to go home. He said, you need to go away. Your immune system is compromised. I'm diabetic, for those who didn't know. Your immune system is compromised. You need to get out. So I've been working from home while others have been in the office. And then we got the, hey, everybody stay at home deal. So everybody's been staying at home from the office. But for everyone else, their work might have decreased, but my work has increased so much because I'm the media guy. I'm the photo and video guy, so which means that posts and, because I'm part of the marketing team, posts and things now are not necessarily live and all that good stuff. They're from archives and they're from videos, and we need this video cut up into 15 other videos so that we can have these all posted weekly, and you know, so my I've been very busy with that.
Morning, babe. Just so you know. Sorry,
Hi,
Lem.
Space Dad. Space Dad's popped in.
He just woke up. I thought I was on mute. Sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to interrupt.
No worries. Oh my gosh, we are not playing Walking Dead Telltale. We're just chatting. Can somebody do? Can a mod do exclamation point? Game just chatting. So yeah, so I've been working from home, doing a lot of work from home. And my part-time job shut down, so nobody's working. I still have some stuff that I'm going to do for them, just because I didn't get to do it this week. I'm going to do some video work for them this weekend, and then get that up on the up in the drive. But as far as games playing and streaming, I have been gaming it up every day, doing a stream of some sort every day. Monday I did Overwatch, and I actually read in the morning. I did an Overwatch stream. It was more of a gametography stream. I read a piece from The Art of Overwatch, which Rachel so kindly sent me. And I read a piece of the forward from that, and then we did gametography in Overwatch based on the forward from The Art of Overwatch. We're calling it The Art in Overwatch. And
Oh, cool.
so we're going to be doing that. Hey, typical player, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, but so we did that, and we'll be again Monday. We played some Overwatch, of course, because that's what we do Mondays over here. I don't know about you guys, but I love some Overwatch. Rach got to play that, and Small Genie.
Thanks for the addiction.
You're welcome. I got two syllables for you, which actually leads into my Tuesday, Warframe. Because Rachel has.
I got you into that.
Yeah, you did. Got me into.
We traded.
Got me into Warframe, and absolutely love Warframe. We did 10-0 pick Tuesday, so we did some gametography in Captura there, and that was a lot of fun. I'm learning to. When one of the last folks we talked to was Purple Flirt, and he taught us how to really look at the environment that your 10-0 is in, and then kind of work around that, and that has really helped me. So yeah, welcome in, typical player. By the way, thanks for joining the family portrait. We're hanging out, talking gametography. This is the Gametography Show, the show where we took games and photography, smushed them together, like if we're making a triple decker peanut butter and jelly sandwich with like extra peanut butter, a little grape jelly, a little bit of strawberry jam, maybe a banana in there. Oh, I'm hungry.
You're making me
Right?
every single time.
But yeah, so that was Tuesday. Wednesday, I did Control. Dot Poland is asking if I was playing Control, and yes, I am. I've been playing Control for about 2 weeks now. Every Wednesday and some other days, because I freaking love this game.
Be prepared.
Oh, dude, I'm ready to like not finish this game.
Yeah.
Because spoilers coming up. I got to Salvador. And I can't beat him.
Oh, I don't remember a single boss fight that is hard on this game.
Really?
Yeah. It's not that hard. You just
Get
have
out.
to launch. Yeah. R1 R1 is your friend. It's overpowered. Even the developers said that they made it overpowered a little bit.
R1.
So
Is
just
that the,
throw,
that's
throw,
the
throw.
That's the throw the things thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Throw, and you'll be fine.
All right. Awesome. Surf says, remember, he is the bad gamer, which is true. That's... So... Oh, it's KD! Kadeem! What's up, baby? Oh! Typical player KD is Kadeem. What's up? Okay. Yeah. Awesome. And then, so we played it on Wednesday morning and Wednesday night. Thursday, I don't remember what I did Thursday. I played a game. Or did we do Gametography? Am I a game? Oh, we did Gametography. I did Gametography with Rob. 8 Smoking Aces. And Placencia, you don't remember a single boss that was difficult in that game? Well, I know who I can't relate to.
I mean, there are sections of the game that it is hard, not boss fights. And believe me, I'm in the DLC since this morning. So hard.
Oh, you've been in the DLC?
Yeah.
None for me, thanks. Not yet. So, and then Friday I got to play a little Overwatch with Ed Placencia on his stream. That was a blast. It always is. He is also very overpowered. He's like a boss in that game. So if you ever play Overwatch with Ed Placencia, against Ed Placencia, watch out. King nerd. All right. And then, my job has officially given me the title of streamer. For work.
Wow.
Yeah. I get to be a Oh no, hold on. My headphones came out. I can't hear you guys. Hold on. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I work for a faith-based organization, and as some of you know, I've been doing a workshop at their youth retreats called God Games and Geekery, and the director of that asked me if I wanted to start streaming for the company. So a few afternoons to evenings a week, a couple of those, I will be over at the Life Promotions channel, and that's another thing I'll be working on today. Is getting
That's
that
super
going.
duper awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thanks. Sir, how many years of streaming did it take to become an official streamer? Congrats on the pro streamer title. So that'll do that. Oh, last Sunday, I forgot to tell you. Last Sunday, I played Fortnite. I mean, not well, but I played it so that I could get the replays and do some photography. I played with Vicky.
To quote somebody, you are the bad gamer.
Hey, Will. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys are chatting it up in here, and I love it. I can't get enough of that.
Everyone is here.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know you anymore, Ghost. They added my 2 favorite keyblades, but that requirement soon. Oh my gosh, they're talking Kingdom Hearts too. All right. So, where are we? What are we doing? What's going on? What am I supposed to be talking about? What are we
Well-
How
talking?
late are we?
How late are we?
Well, well. So I guess we're through the weekly updates, and we should be probably on the promos, the merch,
Oh,
Patreon.
yeah, absolutely. Guys, we just so you know, if you'd like to support the channel, we have a couple of things you can do. First off, we do have some merch. If you want to rep Gametographers, you can go right there, that link right there, teespring.com/storage/the Gametographers. Oh, and bye, Queenie. Go get some sleep. Queenie was modding for someone late, super late. So yeah, so go check that out. Get a T-shirt, get a mug, get some socks, get a tank top. We got to get some sweatshirts up in there pretty soon. But yeah, so you can do that. Lockdown bringing us together one at a time. But you can also, if you're like, you know what, I'm not really a T-shirt person. I don't drink. I won't drink out of a mug. I don't use stickers. I don't wear socks. You can actually support us on Patreon. The Patreon helps us keep the gallery going, and now that we are in this lockdown, the gallery is kind of shut down. So we're using the Patreon funds to give away games. Last week we gave away 3 games, including 1 physical copy of Kingdom Hearts. Now, here's the thing. That person already had it. And we're going to give it away today at the end of the stream. Now, here's the only caveat. I can only send it to somebody that's domestic. And maybe not even that. So we'll figure that out. But we're going to figure out who we can give that away to via the chat. And I want all of you to think about how we can do that. And by all of you, I mean you 3. But let's say you're like, you know what? I'd love to support financially. Great, but I can't. Well, you can support us emotionally right here in our Discord. Guys, our Discord is it's the conservative hippie commune coffee shop. I like to say it that way. Because we are here we are here to support each other. The mission of the Gametographers is to be an open and loving and caring, safe place for those artists known as virtual photographers. So that's your safe place, guys. If you're not already there, get there. Oh, sorry, Surf. Sorry, Surf. That's for your hot chocolate. That's for your hot chocolate. It's for everybody else's coffee, but it's for your hot chocolate. All right. All right. Where are we?
That would be bring us to the news. What do we got going on?
Oh, yes, the news.
A lot.
I heard a few rumors that one might make Dot Pone very happy. Dot Pone, did you hear that what's the one? The UPS Man game.
Death
That's
Stranding?
Yes.
What? Please say it. Please say what you're about to say.
Death Stranding is getting a photo mode. Confirmed.
Oh, thank God.
So, those of you who were wondering, when is this getting a photo mode? It is coming. It's been confirmed. PC for sure. Console, I think, was a 90%. Sure, but yes, Death Stranding is getting a photo mode. If you do the search, you can see a little bit of it. It looks really cool. It's still a game I'm waiting till I can get for $20 or less.
You should.
It better be on console. I would be so upset.
Yeah, they confirmed it
So
this week.
upset.
Kojima confirmed it during a Twitter post.
Yes.
That is, in fact, happening for PS4. Supposedly a little bit sooner than
Later.
than the PC one, but
Oh, really?
the thing is,
I thought they
Yeah.
were doing PC first.
me too, but the post that he did made it sound like it's in the end of March, so this week.
Woo! Some of y'all are
Wait,
gonna have
what?
some fun.
Yeah, let me check.
Is that game?
Yeah, I think
Holy
you're right,
cow.
Don.
Is that game $20 yet?
You know, I have to say about that is is it something that he was planning on doing or something that he implemented afterwards when he saw, like, because I know a lot of people like Death Stranding, including myself. However, it's kind of like fallen off the boards a little bit.
Oh, Sony. There are a few articles saying that Sony didn't enjoy the numbers that Stranding made. That they
Yeah.
are a bit disappointed because the game was supposed to be like a big blowout thing
Yeah.
and didn't sell as well as
Yeah.
they were expecting. I think the photo mode was something that wasn't planned, and 505 games probably they are publishing it on the PC, and they are huge supporters of photo modes. They shared
Awesome.
my shots of Control a lot. They share a lot of Hellblade shots, and probably they asked them to do it for the PC, and now they are implementing it for the console.
That's really awesome. It just goes to show how much photo mode extends the life of a video game. But
Right.
I'm getting off subject.
No,
So
no, 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 no.
No.
This is why we're here.
I know, but you guys know my opinion on that. It's just it's it's become a very important thing, and for somebody to say that it is not related to marketing at all, it is 100% related to marketing. And whether that's their intention or not, if your game does not have a photo mode, it's gonna lose its life earlier than what it should.
Yeah, if it's a single player game, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure, it will be forgotten. The thing is, and I had this discussion over and over again on Twitter. The photo mode itself, it's a marketing tool. They saying that they are going to release a photo mode for a game will increase somewhat the sales of that game. As of my opinion, I think what we do is free marketing too.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've been in some
I
very,
know.
very heated discussions about this topic because it's art. Art shouldn't be part of marketing. I don't know. But in my opinion, yeah. Photo mode, virtual photography, gametography, whatever you called it, it is part of a marketing tool, and every game should have a photo mode.
I can just see how much it's going to increase the life, like bring it back to life, because I was so sad that Death Stranding didn't have it and that it just kind of fell off, because it's an incredible game.
Yeah. Have you finished it?
Not yet, because I've been doing so many other things. But
So a couple of
anyway.
things. A couple things from chat. Um,
Let me just read you the tweet of Kojima.
Okay,
Today's good news that Stranding PC version photo mode will also be implemented on the PS4 version. So many of you have requested. We are doing the final checks right now and trying to make it happen at the end of this month's update. Photo mode during your journey and delivery. This was on the 24th of March. So at the end
So
of this month. So
Huh.
yeah,
be expecting a ton of Death Stranding pics from me because I'm going back into the game and I am taking like a bazillion of them. So just
I'm going back after Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I will wait till it's $20. Kev, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
I stopped at chapter 3 in Death Stranding, not because I didn't like it, just because I don't know. I just for some reason I stopped, but I want to get back into it, and the photo mode will definitely make me go back in and check more out because I know after chapter 3 is kind of when it explodes. I've heard so.
yeah, I
Yeah,
got to
chapter.
chapter 4 and then I stopped.
How did you stop in chapter 4?
I well I I got to 4 and then I don't even know what happened that made me like I think it was when there was some new stuff coming out with Warframe and some new stuff coming out with Borderlands and I have so many games that I just haven't finished and it's just like it pulls my attention in all different directions. And so this will definitely give me a reason to go back and finish the game because I just didn't. It takes time. It takes a lot of
Yeah,
time to finish a game.
it's a really really big game.
And
Yeah.
that's what I like with me with Death Stranding and like another game, Red Dead Redemption. Those two games, I feel like you have to sink a lot of hours into a gaming session to progress.
Yep.
So usually I might have an hour to a night. So that's why I'll jump into like, Days Gone because I know what I'm doing. I know exactly where to go. Red Dead or Dead Stranding, I know it's an experience. I know it's gonna
Hmm.
take me a few hours to do something. So it's like, oh, I only have an hour, now I'll just wait. But you know,
Exactly.
You actually touched a very important subject. I didn't like the beginning of Red Dead exactly because of that. Because I was doing so little at a time that it
hmm
wasn't connecting with me.
That's
After I got
that's
a
me
free
for sure.
weekend, it it really it really connected with me, and I was able to finish that game. And there are games. Days Gone is one of those.
yeah, I was just about to say that a lot of people who never finished Days Gone probably stopped in the first few hours because yeah, I mean it, it's a little slow. You're getting
Yes.
accustomed to the world. You're seeing what's going on. You're thrown into the world 2 years later. With Deacon and Boozer, and a lot of people stopped. But once you hit that one hump, and then it's just full throttle from there on out.
That's kind of
Lamb,
where I am right now.
Lamb.
Where can you hear me?
Uh, yeah.
Okay.
Have you
hmm
Yes.
finished
All
Days Gone?
right. um, that's where I am in Days Gone right now, and we'll come back to it. I just want to I want to check out this chat because people are chatting it up here, talking about what we're talking about. Um, let's see here. I don't think the game explains it. Let's see. Here we go. I guess the assumption is that all PS4 exclusive will make it to PC sooner or later. That's when we're talking about what's going to PC, what's not. When we were talking about photo mode being advertising, um, we've got Sura. Photo mode is outsourcing advertising to fans. See this awesome pic I took? You can do the same in Spider-Man. Godric Snow again. I believe a Sony exclusive said otherwise. Uh, Fen just said, "Surf well said." Butters showed up. What up, Butters? And they are having a Red Dead 2 is the only exception for me in that regard, as far as that of I think passion for it or something. I don't know. We'll find out because he's going to correct me. It says it doesn't even have a 90 degree tilt, so that's saying something. That is very the portrait orientation is very popular these days. Um, so I can see that.
I think that's because of the being able to, have wallpapers that you can put on your phone
Yeah.
because everybody's looking at their phones. You can enlarge it to see the whole thing. When you have a landscape, it's like a half of your screen,
Yeah.
and you have to rotate your
Mm.
camera.
Yeah. I think so too. Godric Snow says you should finish it. The later chapters allow you to go through it faster. Remember to do the pizza delivery missions.
Yeah,
uh,
Those are so much
do
fun.
DP Dwarf says I wish Final Fantasy VII remake would come with a photo mode too, but it doesn't look it will at all.
because it's a Japanese developer and they don't like photo modes. Don't get me started on that one.
Suruf says death to portrait mode. Nope, no, disagree 100%, says DP Dwarf. I made a promise to Ikram that I would do more portrait modes, and he promised he would do more landscape modes, and we've both been sticking to it. So, but landscape mode is definitely my passion.
I stopped. I'm playing Control again,
Right.
and I've been revisiting my old shots, and I have a lot of 90 degrees, let's say,
Yeah.
portrait shots. And after playing Jedi Fallen Order and Red Dead Redemption back to back,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to go back to portraits. Really, really hard,
Yeah.
because both of them didn't when I played them, they didn't have a 90 degrees tilt. So I've been struggling with taking uh, portraits.
Yeah. I think that that's the other thing we wanted to talk about was that, and we kind of mentioned it earlier in the news. They were still in the news section, but Control got that new DLC. Now, are you still playing as Jesse? That's my question.
Yeah,
All right.
they Remedy Games confirmed this week that they signed a deal with Epic Game Store of two games set in the same universe. I don't know if it's set in the same universe as Control, or if they are both set in the same universe together separately from Control, but they are multi-platform.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, expect to see big things coming out of Remedy games.
I'm dying a lot.
I'm hoping that my power doesn't go out. There's a huge storm coming. I don't.
Oh boy.
You might. Yeah. I looked outside and it's like dark gray and there's lots of thunder. So
All right. Cool.
just
Well,
know
good to
that I
know.
love you guys. If something were to happen, just know that I love you guys. And I'm okay. Everything's good. So.
All right.
But let's see. What else is in the news?
Code Vein.
Yeah.
Code Vein. Code Vein got a lot of updates. Now I can't pull up. Actually, I can right here. Because I can't pull up.
Has any of you played the game?
I have not.
No.
Is it your style of game?
I I haven't really looked at it, but I thought about picking it up, and it's a Switch game, isn't it?
No. Code Vein is anime Dark Souls.
Oh, it's a Dark Souls game. Oh, that's why I haven't looked at it.
Yeah. That's why I'm so surprised that it has a kind of photo mode now.
Yeah. Yeah, it has a photo mode. So, all right, cool. Well, the photo mode, you can do photo mode without stopping now. They've got frames they added, and you can pose to a partner, and they have photo mode and multiplayer. I didn't know there was a multiplayer. So, there we go. All right. So Viking Dad, we
Yes.
didn't have you on just to tell us about the news. we want to learn about you and like who you are and why you have why Days Gone. Like, tell us. I guess you know what? I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let Rachel talk to you.
All right.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
So yeah, I actually don't know you too well. So, tell me a little bit about you and you played Days Gone, correct? And that's
Yes.
predominantly what you play.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you new to photo mode?
Yes, I am. I I jumped into photo mode before on other games, Horizon Zero Dawn, stuff like that, but I never knew exactly what I was doing. I was just
Gotcha.
kind of, I would play a game if I saw something cool, like a landmark or something, I would pull it up and like I wouldn't even edit anything. I would just take the screenshot, just more for like myself, like
Sure,
oh
sure.
I've been here. Um, but I wasn't on Twitter. I just joined Twitter last year in May once Days Gone came out.
Hmm.
Um, I posted my first couple screenshots. I was on there, so I had like 20 bot followers, uh, and then I found a couple of like the devs from Ben Studio liked it and stuff. I'm like, oh, cool, I didn't think anybody would look at it, and a lot of things were going on in my life at that time when I was playing Days Gone,
Hmm.
and it just really resonated with me. And
Nice.
from there, I really got fell in love with the art form of virtual photography, and I just kept messing with it. And um, I don't consider myself a master of the Days Gone photo mode, but I've gotten very comfortable with it, and I know kind of what to do, what looks good in certain situations, and what doesn't.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I have fun with it, and it's just something I enjoy.
Nice. Nice. I had a question in my head. Where did it go? This is
I
what
have
happens
one.
when you've been cooped up all day. Go ahead and tell me. I'll remember my question eventually.
So, was Days Gone a game that you were really looking forward before it got released, or was it just a game that you picked out just because and you fell in love with it?
So when I first, saw that E3 2016 demo of the old Sawmill, I was interested in it because I'm a big Walking Dead fan. So I'm like, oh, this guy looks like Daryl Dixon. I'm gonna kill some zombies. This looks
Yeah.
awesome. Um, so I followed it loosely. I wasn't as big of a gamer a few years ago as I am now. Actually, PlayStation 4 is kind of the console that brought me into a lot of different franchises. Uncharted, Assassin's Creed, Last of Us Remastered. So I loosely followed it, and then it got pushed back a couple times, but the official release date was in late April of last year. And at that point, I kind of wrote it off because my wife was pregnant with our third child, and I knew I wouldn't be able to play for a little bit. Um, and then she unfortunately was running about 10 days late. So the weekend before my baby arrived, I went to go pick it up on the weekend and jumped into it for a few hours and put it down for a couple weeks, for spend time with my new son. And then actually I wrote this whole thing of why Days Gone means so much to me, and I will be posting it on my Days Gone blog very soon. That explains exactly why this game has resonated with me so much. Um, where was I at? I completely forgot my point. Yep, I forgot.
That happened.
That's what happened to me like 2 minutes ago.
What was it? What was the question? Repeat the question, Dot, and then maybe it'll come back to me.
Pretty much
If you
why.
follow the release of Days Gone.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so when I put in Days Gone, I never expected to fall in love with it like I have. I never had expectations of doing virtual photography. I never had expectations of creating a blog. I never had expectations of communicating with the Ben, the Ben dev so much. I didn't expect any of this to happen this past year with this game, and it's been the one game that's just it's went above and beyond what I've ever expected, and not just because of the story, not just because of the gameplay and the game itself, but outside of the game, what it connected with me in real life, how I met so many different people through this, whether that's through the Days Gone community or whether that's through the virtual photography community. And all that combined has just made such one big, great, enjoyable experience.
Cool. I wasn't expecting such a detailed answer, but I'm glad I did that question. I'm really happy that I did that question.
Great answer. All right. So I think you covered anything that I would have asked because Rachel's such a better interviewer than I am.
Absolutely not. And actually, like, I think you answered probably like 3 of my own questions in that one sentence or one statement.
And see, this is why I have a Days Gone blog, so I can put all my thoughts onto it.
Awesome. So let's real quick here. I'm sitting in Days Gone right now. I don't know about you, but I am. And I'm fairly confused. I haven't played in a long time. Like, I've seen some shots that look fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And mine just don't work. They don't work. I don't know. I feel like I don't know how to virtual photography anymore in this game. I don't know what I'm doing. So help me out here. What can I do?
Okay, so what I enjoy most about the photo mode with Days Gone is, as you can tell just from the spot where you're at now, you can see the lighting from the sun,
Yes.
the atmosphere, what's deeper into the picture. You see Deacon, you see the grass, the cliff, but then you look farther and then there's signs, saying get out. There's people, there's smoke, rising up in the sky. Sometimes you'll take a picture and then you don't even notice it until like you save it, but then you look farther and then, oh, I captured a cougar or a mountain lion on the right side there. But when I jump into photo mode, one of the first things I do is, press L3, focus. What object do you want focused on? And with the focus and the field of view, those are like the 2 main things that can give you that crisp image in Days Gone that I found out, at least in my opinion, that can set it apart from just a basic photo.
Now the rest of you.
And another great thing is you can create your own presets, and you have up to 5 slots you can create with. And I've used all 5 slots. Sometimes I've deleted them and created new custom presets. But lately, especially the past week or so, most of my shots are from the custom presets I've made myself.
Nice.
Oh, nice. All right. So let's.
Now, I know Dot Pone argues that this is the best photo mode out there, right?
Yep.
Is that what you're... Yep.
Yes, I completely agree with them.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
I know, it's crazy.
You obviously haven't been listening, Dr.
Back to the big WW2. 1947, the feds
Oh,
passed
that's guts all over the. How is he still
the
running?
National Security Act. Now, what this did
He's a freak.
was give the feds the right to
So,
take over
what
all
is
roads,
your
railroads, and
favorite
radio.
feature
Anything they
of a
damn
photo
well
mode
pleased.
out of ones that you've maybe played with?
Today, the feds
I know it's been
know
predominantly Days Gone, and you can just use Days Gone, it's fine. But
shine the spotlight of truth on the world. Truth
What do you
is,
mean, like
I
feature
saw
like
years ago,
presets,
photos,
different settings, stuff like that?
camps.
yeah, well, some of us, some of us really like the depth of field. Some of us really like the rotate features and things like that. But what are things that you predominantly lean towards?
Um, I kind of aim for a variety of stuff. Like I will do a lot of the portrait shots, especially for like the wallpaper Wednesdays. I enjoy taking, like the mobile wallpapers for myself, but also people seem to enjoy them, and it gives them. I always say, you can just go ahead and use my shots, for your own phone and stuff, and it's always really cool when they come back and they show me the picture of my shot on their phone.
Nice.
Um, But like I was explaining earlier, the depth of field, the focal distance, and the field of view, those really um, make the differences in Days Gone. And like I said earlier, the presets too. Being able to create your own presets and just do whatever you want with them and save them for a next photo is awesome.
Nice. And that made me remember my other question. Did you do photography in real life? Do you do it outside of gaming?
No, I've dabbled into it before, more like in high school, but I never had a camera myself. Now I have been looking to get one, especially like when I'm out and walking through a park, and I'll go ahead and snap some pictures on my phone because I feel like I have a different eye for things now because of the virtual photography
Sure, sure.
through Days Gone.
I feel that way too. I feel like I haven't done a whole lot of real life photography in a while, and I do feel like when I go back to it that it will be slightly different.
Hmm.
Um, so
Yeah, I would like to actually go back in some of the games I played in the past couple years and kind of experiment more with the photo mode and see what I can do with those games like Horizon and God of War. Because when I did them, it was just, like I said, basic screenshots. So I'd like to test my skills and
sure,
see
sure.
what I could do with them.
I actually had a really cool moment recently. Sorry to steal the conversation a little bit,
I'll go for it.
but
Yeah.
Horizon was my second game with a photo mode. My first one was Spider-Man, and I came back to it because of the anniversary recently, and I took a picture that got me emotional because I actually felt the evolution since I started versus today, and it got me really really emotional looking at it. So definitely, I advise everyone to go back and take that photo that will get you emotional with your evolution as a photographer.
Yeah, I understand exactly where you come from. I wrote a post before about my experience with the Days Gone photo mode and how I started and kind of how I've evolved myself. And I look back at the first screenshots I posted, and I look back at kind of the stuff I'm taking now, and I'm like, wow, that's completely different.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I fall into that camp of, hey, I thought that was really good. It's not.
but Lem, you follow in that camp 2 minutes later after you take the photograph.
All right.
Most of us, a couple of weeks, we look back and, oh, did I just posted that? You
Yeah.
you do that 2 minutes after you take the screenshot.
Okay.
I have a question. Uh, as I believe Days Gone might be your favorite game, right?
Yeah, I think so, man.
Okay, just to be sure. And as someone that is easily connected with the game and who loves the game so much, this might be a difficult question for you, but what is the thing that you least like about Days Gone?
Hmm, that is a difficult question. I wasn't expecting that, so thank you.
That's why they have me here to ask the tough questions.
Absolutely.
um, oh man. What do I least like? Good lord. Um,
It can be a character, it can be a part of the story, a mission, anything.
Let's see. The story. I've never honestly. I try not to be biased. I've never had a problem with the story or the characters. I've said this before that the group of characters I've connected with more than pretty much any entertainment, whether that's TV show or movie. Each one just feels real. The least I like, I mean, I guess the least I could say is some of the little performance issues that I experienced, especially in the beginning. Um, but now, since they've put so many updates into the game that it runs very smooth. But when I first experienced it, especially in the latter part of the game, it was a little frame rate was dropping and stuff. And that's what I initially put in my thoughts on Days Gone, one of my first things I wrote about. And but it never hindered my experience. So that's why. I mean, yeah, that's probably the thing I least liked, but just never nothing really hindered my experience with it. And that's probably as clear as the answer that I can give you.
I think I felt the same way about Horizon Zero Dawn whenever I played that. I just was so connected to the game that it like even if I did come across something like a weird glitch or like the only thing that I can think of would be the camera not being able to pull it far enough away from Aloy, but like everything else like I just the story and everything, it resonated with me, so I didn't care. So,
Exactly. I think I feel like every gamer has that game that just really connects with you, no matter in the story the characters connect with you, no matter what little hiccups you may see, it doesn't matter. To some
Yep.
people, it may really matter, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to put this game down," blah blah blah. But others, it's like, that doesn't bother me because I'm enjoying it, and if I love it, if I'm having fun with it, then I could care less about the little things.
very true.
So I'm in the advanced mode right now.
Hmm.
We've been talking the emotional piece and connection to this game. Right now, I have no emotional piece, no emotional connection to this game. I'm hearing that I should.
You're very early on.
Yes, I'm extremely early on, but I want to
And he
know.
started the game close to a year ago, so
he's he's not wrong.
You know what? You know what, man? This is unacceptable. I think I'm going to leave now.
But what I want to know is, let's get into some of this technical piece here.
Hmm.
In the advanced mode, um, where do we start now? Because like for me, I have a PlayStation Standard. I don't have um, I don't have a Pro. So
Same here.
I see some like amazingly clear, not grainy looking photos, and maybe it's my eyes. I don't know, and I'm gonna try to pull up some shots outside of the game here real quick. Um, for me, that I just don't. It's not there. So how do I get it there? Like if you look at the shot that I'm pulling up right now, it'll be up in a sec. Um, if you pull up here, I've got it's the hair and the textures. They don't look nearly as crisp as some other people's photos.
Hmm.
You know, um, even though I know I have it as focused as best as I can on Deacon. Like
Uh,
how can one get better with that?
so what I've kind of found out is there are spots in the game where he is more crisp. He, the hair does look a lot better, and then there are other spots in the game that kind of have that texture hair, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Um, do I have no idea why that is, but it does depend on where you are in the game and the atmosphere around you, the color palette around you that either brings out certain things or not. Like, for example, when you're in like the Cascade region with all the large trees, and the dynamic weather is really going with the wind and the rain. Deacon, if you focus on his face, and you just use field of view to adjust the slider to get real close to him. Never use the left analog stick to push up to get closer. I found out when you use just the left analog stick to push up without field of view, the textures lose, the details lose for some reason. So it's all about that field of view. And when he's in that rain, his features and everything are just so lifelike. And I've seen a lot of pictures from other people too that have taken really great clear shots in that. I don't know why the rain brings it out. But like I said, just sometimes the lighting and stuff, I don't know, it just doesn't hit it right. So sometimes I'll go in like this and I just don't like the way it look. And I'll, go to a different spot a couple minutes later, and then bam, I can get something more crisp. Now with the advanced settings, what I start off with, I don't start off with the bloom or the far gamma, near gamma, stuff like that. I start off with that first screen where it's got the saturation, the vibrancy. I mess with that screen first. There you can, like with where you see the gain slider, that you can, if you just need a tint of blue, maybe it's just a little too much yellow in there. Right. You need a tint of blue. You just move that one slider, and that makes the picture just look a little bit better. And same thing with vibrancy. Like the bushes around you, if you put up the vibrancy, that bush, the green will just pop.
Right.
But if you want it more dull, and then you can put the vibrancy down, saturation up, it just gives a different look. And it's just more just experimenting with I've went through this whole photo mode, all these settings, and just experimented. I would click through a photo, put one slider all the way down, put one slider all the way up, go to the next thing, down, up. I just did all kinds of different things. I'm like, oh, you know what? This looks nice. So I'm going to click this. And sometimes it isn't. But I understand where you're coming from with the detail thing. And it's this area here that I really don't take many pictures in.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the rocks, because of the tan colors around. It just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't blend well with Deacon. But you go into the Cascade region with the trees, then that green palette in the background really makes him stand out.
Okay. All right. Let's see. A couple people popping in. She-Wolfie, what's up? Oh, it's the Wolf Posse. She-Wolfie, Best Elite Wolf. How y'all doing? Good to have you in. I'll stick with move the sliders until something looks good method.
Yep, that's a good method.
That's probably the method that every one of us use, but
exactly.
we are too afraid to admit it.
Yep.
See, I feel so uncomfortable with that method. I'm like, I want this is the science. Do this. I know. Oh, stop it.
I actually understand what you're saying. Like, I was listening to Kevin, and I was like, how does he doesn't know this stuff? How? I have no idea. I have like 500 photos of Days Gone, and most of them was just slide and click.
Yeah.
And if I go back to it, I probably don't remember most of the stuff I did.
Like it's more just experimenting with the whole thing, and that's what I've done from the very beginning of just taking basic screenshots to just I constantly try new things, new color tones, and I just move the sliders, and some things work, some things don't. I go into photo mode so much and don't come out with saving a picture because I just don't like the way it looks. I feel like my quality standard now compared to last year is completely different. Like anything I'd be like, oh sure, save, share it, whatever. But now I don't share half the things that I take because I feel like it's not the quality I want it to be now.
Interesting.
That's a feeling.
It's cool to hear you talk about your evolution in it. Because I feel similar, like, with certain things. I'm like, not posting it. Nope. I'll take a picture thinking it's great, and then I'll look back at it, and, like, later, like a couple hours or so, I'm like, nope, no,
Yeah.
not going up.
And then
Well,
some of the
Go ahead.
some of the pictures that you're kind of like on the borderline of, you're like, I don't know if I should share this, and then you share it, and then people are commenting, they're like, oh, I love this shot. I'm like, really?
I
I'm
get
like,
this
okay.
feeling all the time. I'm like, I'll post one and I'm like, oh, this one's great. It's my favorite. And nobody will like it. And then I post one and I'm like, and everybody likes it. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I was going to touch on that one because it got to. I think it has my life as a virtual photography has been in three phases. The first one was just take the screenshot, post anything, because oh my god, if I like it, everyone will like it. Then it got to the point that okay, I will only post the best ones because those are my favorites. And now I went back to the beginning because of one simple phrase that is one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I feel like I might not like it, but the people that follow me might like it. And I'm doing this also because of the social media thing, that I want to grow and get more followers. So if I take 10 pictures and I only like 5, I will probably post 9.
Interesting. Interesting.
Very.
I'm trying not to die, so I apologize for not talking.
Try to craft some more bandages, because
Well,
you have nothing
How
left.
do you craft bandages?
Pull up the wheel L1.
R1.
L1.
Oh, L1.
well, while you were directing Lim, we probably should check on chat.
Check
And
chat.
we're
I
at
actually
like
would like to answer something
Go.
that Zura
Yep, right
just
there.
said. Zura just said post your lowest effort, least favorite shot and see how many billion likes you get. Days Gone.
That's
You
In
blew
Days
up.
Gone,
that sounds like something that
a few months ago,
Cedric
I just
Surf would
paused
say.
the game, spin it to 90 degrees, and took 4 random screenshots. I posted that, tagged Band Studios, they retweeted, and that post got me 1k likes.
wow,
What?
holy cow.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try that more often. Just take our brains out of it and see what happens.
Yeah, sometimes you have to.
Yeah, absolutely. Because as artists and photographers, you get really like sometimes in your head about something.
Yeah, and I'm a perfectionist, so if I see a little detail that I don't like, then I'm like, you know what, I'm not even going to share that because that just doesn't look right to me.
Yep.
Yep.
I am to the point that I left perfection at the door, and I just want to take screenshots and share it.
Hypothesis.
Well,
the best shots get oversaturated sometimes. So low the effort, so the low effort different shots get more attention because there's something different. I send
It can be true.
I
stuff to
agree
Rach
with that.
all the time. That I'm like, maybe I'll use this. I don't know. She's like, oh, it's gorgeous. And I'm like,
Yeah, what do I tell you? Post it. Where's it
Yep.
at? Post it online.
Yep.
Post it.
Okay, here we go.
Well,
Yep.
we are it's at 12:42 right now, so we are actually quite a bit over our time.
Oh my.
I think, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you guys are enjoying
so-
it, and the chat's enjoying it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm good unless you guys
Yeah.
gotta get somewhere.
No, I'm good. But yeah, are there any other questions for Viking Dad? Is there any in the chat? I don't have the chat up, so I can't see. So, what are you guys thinking out there?
Who's out there?
I'm looking at the chat and I don't think there is.
Okay.
Okay,
I guess-
there is one interesting question right here for Best Elite Wolf, sorry. Sorry if you already talked about it, but is there a game you guys are looking forward to this year for Gametography?
Death Stranding. That's at the top of my list now.
Is Ghost of Tsushima getting one?
Yeah, yep.
Is
Confirmed by
Cyberpunk?
Sucker. Yeah,
Um,
both of them.
Avengers.
Avengers.
I heard
There
they
is there is rumors, and I think you were the one that
Yeah.
talked about the rumors.
Yeah, it was rumored. They never said there was going to, but there was rumored.
We could probably, at this point, go from, okay, which games aren't having a photo mode?
Right.
What do you think, Viking Dead?
Yeah, definitely Death Stranding and Last of Us are the two photo modes I'm looking forward to this year.
Nice.
I will do something crazy,
Someone's here. See someone?
and I think I will probably regret these words, but I think I won't play The Last of Us Part 2 at launch if it doesn't come with a photo mode.
That's a bold statement.
I'm sure that in a few months this statement will be a total lie,
Probably.
but I think I will try to do it.
I see a question for me. Which Viking Dad do you take after? more like Ragnar.
So where'd you get the name Viking Dad? Where's that from?
It's just I like Vikings, the historical side of Vikings. I dug into that a couple years ago, and I'm a dad, so I just kind of combined the two.
I have a question for you and for Lemme.
Okay.
Shoot.
How is it to juggle the
This
parent
is
life
Radio
with the
Free
gamer
Oregon.
life?
The truth shall set you free.
It ain't easy.
Today, I was thinking about where it all began. Let's go deep.
Yeah, that's
As we hear the kids in the background.
yeah, exactly.
47, the feds passed
Usually, I never play games during the day. It's all at night when everyone's asleep.
was give the feds the right
I
to
have
take over
them
our
throughout the day, and
roads,
then once
railroads,
they're all
and
down
radio.
and everyone's asleep, then
Anything they damn well
I'll jump on
pleased.
for a few hours in the middle of the night, and all my gaming's done around the midnight hour.
We're still here.
You said it. You said that you have 3 children.
Yes,
Truth is, I
Do
see
you
what
mind
coming.
telling me how old are
Years
they?
ago, we had photos.
5, 3,
Death
and
camps
almost
built
1.
to hold us,
Whoa!
American citizens.
Wow.
Yeah.
No one believed me.
Wow!
Sounds like a tornado at your house most of the
Yeah,
time.
Yes, constantly.
It won't happen again.
I have 11 nephews, so I know.
Well, you're right about one thing.
that.
Oh wow. Yep.
Refugee camps. Yeah, they turned out to be death camps. Just not what you were expecting.
Then how?
Whoa.
So Kevin does it at night. How do you do it? Right?
How do I do it? My kids are old.
Oh yeah. I forgot that you are ancient.
I'm
sorry.
ancient, so
Yeah. But yeah. It's easy.
Lem, are you really still at the same ambush camp?
bad gamer.
At the beginning, I thought bad gamer was because of badass gamer, but then
No.
I understood no,
No.
he's just a bad gamer.
Nope.
Then you found out why.
Nope. People think I'm like that. That's what it means. It's like, oh, he's really bad, like Michael Jackson. Bad. Nope.
I think, can we jump to question of the week?
Can we? Absolutely.
Sure. It's not me this week.
Viking
Kevin,
Dad, did you come up
have
with
you
one?
thought about anything?
Yeah.
Enemy now.
What questions? Like more towards them or more of asking
Ask
something?
a question and
Yeah,
we
ask
will
me.
answer.
I'm more going towards like people who are consider themselves virtual photographer, game photographer, so whatever. When you go into photo mode, what story are you trying to tell? Try to tell a story through your shots. Um, so what are you trying to express to yourself, whether it's your own emotions or the game's emotions? Just what story are you trying to tell?
That's a good question.
That's a
Um,
that's a deep question.
Rachel, ladies first.
Oh, I see how you just
Yeah,
shirked that one.
That's right.
Slide it on over. For me, lately I've been doing a lot more portrait photography, like with Warframe and stuff. And I've realized that I've come away from the storytelling part of it more than I used to. And I've realized that I want to get back to that. Trying to show emotion rather than a look. Like with Warframe, for instance, I think one of the things with Warframe is that they don't have eyes. And so it's really hard to get an emotional connection and to, at least for me, to tell a great story with a single shot. Purple Flurp is great at doing it, and I look at his work, I'm like, man, he's like telling a story with it. So I really want to get better at telling a story with my portraits. But I used to, like, I did a lot of photography with like Grand Theft Auto. And the reason I did was because it was more modern day people that were relatable, and I like to tell stories that are, that connect with a character. Like I enjoyed building a character and giving them a certain look and then putting them in a situation that told a story.
Murderers and thieves, and I can't let any of them escape.
But that's how generally I do it. The same way with landscape photography. When I did that, I would try to, like if it was an old house, or try to capture that in a certain way, or I tried to have paths to represent a journey of some sort. A destination, I guess you could say. So that's generally how I approach it when I do want to try to tell a story with my photography.
Nice. Lemme?
I tend to go with, hey, that looks cool.
But do any of you, before I give my answer, do any of you think about the social media aspect of it?
To a degree, because as part of my responsibility now.
Well, you've been actually commenting a lot with your things and building, commentary around your photos, Lem.
Yeah.
I was going to touch on that subject when on my answer, because I remember Lem doing the God of War week,
Yes.
and what you did with the social media, like telling a story in the caption and then sharing the shot.
Yes.
Do you usually do that? Do you usually, when taking a photo, think about what you're going to write on social media?
At last.
I don't. It's not like a common thing that I was doing. I've learned to start doing it. Just because I felt that I was not contributing to the community enough. I just felt that I was putting my stuff out there and saying, "Hey, these are the shots that I've done." It's not meaning for me. It wasn't meaningful. I felt like, all right, I've got to do more than just promote myself. And if I am supposed to be the part of a lead team for a community that's there to help support emotionally, not just the art piece, but the emotional piece. That I need that needs to be out there. I need to be doing that. I need to be showing that. So that's why a lot more of my stuff has been going in that way. But it starts with, "Hey, that's cool."
What about you, Dappo?
Well, I try to make I tend to make things difficult for me because when I enter photo mode, I always think I have to take 4 shots, and that's where things get fun. Uh, because when I get to a new zone or a new enemy, a new power, a new ability, anything in a game, I'm always okay. I will do a Twitter post about it, and the Twitter post will have 4 shots. And this all started last July when I replayed God of War, and I went a little bit crazy and got 4 shots of every enemy on God of War. I really, really, really liked the experience. I'm still posting them now, so you can imagine the amount of pictures that I have. And I was like, okay, I will do this for every game from now on. And I sort of do it like that. I try to capture the game, to share it with people so they can connect with the pictures, like nostalgia, I think. And for the devs to notice it, I have had some devs of Uncharted commenting on my Uncharted 4 pics last year, telling me they they worked on that part of the game and that really revived their memory. I had people from Star Wars Fallen Order telling me exactly who designed that battle and how that battle was designed. It is really cool to actually capture the game like that because I get sort of the backstory if I get dev attention, and I'm all about those Twitter numbers, so dev attention is something that I really really want.
Nice.
Yeah, I know what you mean about the interaction with the devs about uh, capturing a certain shot or a certain building, and then they comment in saying, "Oh, I worked on this building." That's it's always cool because when they comment and say, "Oh, great shots here, I worked on this building," it makes you feel like, "Oh, I showed off what they did, proudly."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I rarely get that.
What about you, Kevin?
What about me?
When you enter the photo mode, do you
About
think?
um, yeah, sometimes. Uh, Sometimes I'll go into it knowing exactly what kind of story I want to tell with the characters or with the environment, and I will go for that. And then sometimes it's more about just taking shots, and right before I share them, I put them together. I'm like, oh, you know what? This shot works with this shot. This shot works with this shot, and I can tell a story based off that. Um, how you were saying you post 4 shots all the time. I used to do that where I felt it mandatory for myself to do 4 shots,
Yeah.
but now I've kind of did it to where I can just kind of do whatever. Sometimes I'll just do 1 shot. Sometimes I do two. Sometimes three. Sometimes four. It depends on what fits together. It depends on what I'm trying to say. But I have been finding myself doing mainly just 1 shot lately. Um, but yeah, sometimes I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I made this a post. I think it was last week. I made like the cinematic bars. It was like a bleak black and white with some film grain, and one shot was a sign of a street sign. 1 shot was a sign of Deacon and Bruiser riding their bike away. Another shot was the opposite side of the road with the mountain, and then the last shot was a horde coming. And I titled it Days Gone Presents a Short Film, The Escape. So it's just a little short mini story that I try to get out there.
I missed that. And I'm now scrolling on your...
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. So I'm trying not to die again in the same freaking place.
This is Radio
That's
Free
funny.
Oregon. The truth.
I
This
do
is
not
hard
have
to watch.
Days Gone yet.
I was thinking
I have not played it yet, so
Oh,
it's
no.
definitely on my list of things to play. My list is turning into Lem's list very quickly as more games come out.
Yep.
You're gonna love this one, Duckpone. I had to give Spider-Man back to my friend before I could finish it.
was give the feds the right to take over our
Have you
roads, railroads, and radio.
played it a lot?
Anything they dare.
Have you
I did
got-
play it a lot.
Have you got it far?
I think I got pretty far. Like, I had most of all the things, like the extra side missions and stuff done, but I never got to finish it because she wanted her game back. So I was like, okay, I'll give it back. So I'm still waiting to finish that one. There's a lot that I haven't finished. I just need to finish.
If I can say something controversial without that, I wouldn't advise you to play this one.
Alright, Don, we're done.
I just feel like Days Gone is one of my favorite games from last year, but it's not forever.
Right, you son of a
It's
bitch.
not a game that most people will like. And I don't think, for the little bit that I know that you play, I don't think it will really be your style.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I get that. I definitely get that. I don't like being chased by things, and that's part of the reason why I haven't played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're
I
chased
hate
by...
wings.
You probably don't want to be chased by 500 freakers either.
That's the
No.
coolest thing in the freaking game.
I like watching it. I like watching to see people get away from it. I remember watching all the trailers and stuff like that and the gameplay before it came out, and I was like, man, I don't want to play this game at all. But it looks really cool. It's just so scary.
Yeah, it's definitely adrenaline pumping.
I have one last question for Kevin.
What's
Okay.
up?
Days Gone comes out tomorrow. What does it have to be to have? What do you want for Days Gone, the sequel?
The sequel. I actually wrote a whole thing about this on my blog before. I think it was
Yes.
sometime last year. What I would like is more like customizations with like the camps. Have you guys played Metal Gear Solid 5?
No, never played the Metal Gear game.
No.
Never played it? Okay, so on that one, it's you build up Mother Base, so you recruit people, you build up different parts of the base, medical wing, you gather supplies to help the base, you can equip turret guns and mines so people can't infiltrate your base, stuff like that. So in Days Gone, like, kind of take the camp and, you know, while you're out in the world, instead of just you know, collecting for yourself, like the kerosene and stuff, collecting supplies for the camp, bringing the supplies back. More medical supplies you bring back, the more it helps the camp. You know, maybe you can start building, like, you know, this is very ambitious, but maybe start building like sniper towers along the camp, building, you know, equipping the guards on the camp with better weapons, stuff like that. So like being able to customize more, be able to customize Deacon a little bit more, be able to take, you know, mess with his appearance, with the hair, with the beard, clothes, you know, kind of like a Red Dead Redemption 2 type style. Those are, you know, two things that popped in my head real quick. I forget exactly what I wrote last year, but...
Oh, all of those seem very cool.
They all seem reasonable too. Like, I'm eager to see, how the games that have had photo mode, such as like Horizon Zero Dawn, how they take what they learned from their experience with their first game with photo mode and see how they change it in the next go around. Because now there's a lot of competition with photo mode features.
A little safer now.
There's a lot of good ones out there, a lot of new ideas.
I mean, not much, but a little.
All right. So I'm glad I can keep the chat
All
entertained by almost dying. To
See if they got an underground bunker around here.
All right. All right, you guys. This has been fun.
Absolutely.
It was fun.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh. Guys, we went a half hour over.
Wow.
Oops.
Only.
I talk too much.
No, it's been a blast, and we appreciate you. Kevin, where
Oh, you know what? I'll say one more thing real quick.
Yeah.
You guys can keep an eye on, not this Monday, but next Monday. I'll be making a public announcement of something I am planning in April for Days Gone that will involve a lot of the community, and I think people will really enjoy.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it.
I want to know now.
That's all I will say about that. That is it.
Liv doesn't like secrets.
I don't like secrets. Secrets don't make friends, Kevin.
I'm so sorry.
All right, let's see how you're doing your thing, Mr. Man. All right, so where can people find you, Kevin?
Find me on Twitter, VikingDad278, and Instagram, same thing, VikingDad278. And then, like I said, I do my own Days Gone blog. It's at thebrokenroad.blog. And we also have a Discord just for Days Gone too, if you want to come by and just chat about Days Gone. And that's also called The Broken Road.
It's the Wild
All right.
West again.
So, guys, you can find them all those places, as well as what's the secret again that's coming out everywhere else next week? But right here, right now, we can think what was that?
An announcement. That's what's coming.
Oh, right. And
Can't wait for this
the
announcement.
first 20 words of the announcement are.
To defend it.
Monday, April 6th.
Write history.
That's not 20 words. Okay. All right. We'll leave
Stop
it alone.
pressuring me.
We'll leave it alone. All right.
Speaking of announcements, real quick, Lim, you will have one too next week, right?
Oh, yes, I will have one next week.
Rolling into my
Yeah.
I'm feeling left out.
Just make up an announcement next week, Doc Brown. It'll be fine. We'll just all make announcements.
This is
It'll be fine.
for Radio Free Oregon. Don't believe the lies.
All right. Yeah.
Something
Hey,
called
Doc,
Law and
where can
Order
people
are a
find
thing of the
you?
past. What the hell are you talking about?
Anywhere,
But yeah, you got a
everywhere.
point about
at
force
Dr.
being the only thing that matters now. Force and a lot of goddamn ammo.
I guess that's my cue.
Yeah, it is. Lady Snipeshot, where can people find you?
Instagram and Twitter at Lady Snipeshot. So yeah. Also, Sound Maiden. I've
Thank you.
been storytelling as a narrator for my own podcast called Blue Funk on Sound Maiden. So there you go.
If you need somebody just to read, I will gladly.
I will hit you up because I actually have something that I'll probably need you to read with me.
Awesome. I got you.
Cool.
All right. And you guys, you can find me as Bad Gamer Elite on pretty much everything. And if I'm not there as Bad Gamer Elite, let me know, because you're there, and if you're there, I want to be there too. Except dating sites. I don't do dating sites. So, just so everybody else knows. All right. Gavin, no, we did not you did not miss us giving away the game. And because you asked about it, do you have Kingdom Hearts 3? Gavin Infinity, do you have Kingdom Hearts 3? I do not. Well, now you do.
Woot woot.
How easy was that? We didn't even know how we were going to give it away, but that's how we're doing it. Now you do. Tom,
Fair enough.
Tom,
Fair
make sure
enough.
you get me your address, buddy. I know I have it somewhere, but text me it. Text it to me. Tom's one of those few people that have my phone number. All right. I think you just violated lottery laws. It's not a lottery. we don't where we're going, we don't need lottery laws. Oh boy. All right, guys. Thank you so much. You guys have been awesome. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I'll give it to all the telemarketers. Thanks, Tom. You're awesome. That makes sense. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Bad Gamers Unite. Gametographers, keep on snapping. Peace.